Hi guys, and welcome back to a Plant-Based Nerd, and today we are going to make a DIY gelatin-free Lush shower jelly in the shape of a brain. Oh yeah, it's pretty great. Now, I've never actually used a Lush shower jelly before, but I assume based on what I've seen that it's a little bit jellier than this. Because we're not using the gelatin, it's going to be a little bit thicker, but as you can see, it still gets sudsy. You can still use it to wash your hands. Look at that. What? The recipe is so simple. You only need 4 ingredients. Technically, you don't have to dye it. You don't have to have soap dye if you don't want soap dye. So you could just use 3 ingredients: agar powder, water, and soap, and that's it. And you get this amazing thing. Look at it. Look at what I created. This is my baby. Oh no, it's starting to crack, but that's only because I've been messing with it way too much. It won't do that unless you make it do that. The recipe's fine, just don't pull it apart. So let's do this. Let's make a second brain, one that you can't eat, one that easily tears into 2 pieces if you tear it into 2 pieces. So the first ingredient that we need is just 1 cup of water. Next, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of soap, and I am using a soap from the company called Jason. It's cruelty-free. And then 2 tablespoons of agar powder. And then lastly, you're also going to need soap dye if you choose to dye your soap. And that's it. That's all you need. So first, we're just going to add our cup of water to a pot on the stove, and we're going to want to heat that up. And now I'm just adding in the 2 tablespoons of agar powder. This will heat up really quickly, so don't get distracted like I did. You're definitely going to want to use a whisk instead, which is what I just switched to. And I kept having to put it on the heat and off the heat because I didn't want it to be boiling too much or to be too hot. So now I'm just dissolving all of the agar powder, and that's really what's crucial to make sure that this is really jelly. So now I'm just adding in the 1/2 cup of soap, and it worked really well. I will say that different soaps tend to work differently in this recipe. I had used a different soap originally, and it did not do a very good job of solidifying, and this one worked perfectly, so I would definitely recommend the Jason soap for this. So now I'm just going to add in my soap dye, and I will put a link to this on Amazon down below for you guys, and I'm just going to whisk it together. And I did this twice because I wanted it really red, just like the other brain video. I don't know, I just wanted it super red and bloody. Brains aren't actually red, they're actually gray, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but also, who cares? The first time I did this, it wasn't a huge struggle to get the mold out, but I wanted to try, so I sprayed it down to see if that would make it easier. And now I'm just pouring it in. As you can see, it's still pretty hot, still pretty steamy, and I did also put it in the bowl this time because, again, I don't want molten soap all over the place. And now it's completely solidified, and it's time for the moment of truth. Will it come out? Can I get it to come out? What? Boom. So it's pretty jelly, as you guys can see, and now I'm going to start trying to foam it up here in a second. It felt really weird. It felt like solidified soap. And as you can see, it's starting to get soapy and awesome. I actually did use this in the shower, and it was pretty fun. So there you go. Super easy DIY Lush shower jelly. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun DIY. Definitely be sure to click subscribe and like, and leave a comment down below if you try this out, and leave me a suggestion for what you would like to see next. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! I have echolocation. This reminds me of that in, what was it, Anastasia? That was a weird movie. I was never a big fan of DreamWorks movies. They gotta freak me out as a kid. Gotta be real with you guys.